45 Palace Rogue. Yeah, bravo, $3. Line complete. And they're about to break 1,600 metres on Matheson Road. And they're off and they're racing. And yeah, Bravo was stung up out of the gates by Stevie Parnham to lead through the first 100 from a night in Bangkok. Key to the World, Palace Rogue going forward. 3 deep going up to the first corner. And a length and a half away last in this small quintet. Rose's Shadow at the 1,250. And yeah, Bravo leads the way. It worked through the bridle pretty keenly in the early part. And now Parnham's task is to try and settle him down. He just wants to go a touch keenly. Leads the way. Yeah, Bravo by 1. Running second is the 3-year-old Palace Rogue. A length and a half to Key to the World at the 1,000 metres down on the inside of a night in Bangkok. And trailing those, Rose's Shadow about 4 from the leader. Yeah, Bravo, who's saluted on this day, Anzac Day, back 1 year ago. And at the 800, he's in control of matters, leading by 1 Palace Rogue. A length and a half away then is the rank outsider, Key to the World. Down on the inside of a night in Bangkok, who's going to follow the favourite. And back last of all is Rose's Shadow. He did get that breather through the middle part on Yeah Bravo, and again he puts his foot on the accelerator coming up to the home corner. Yeah Bravo, a length and a half. Palace Rogue has come out of his comfort zone. There he's off the bit nearing the turn. 2 lengths behind those then came Key to the World, followed by Rose's Shadow, and a night in Bangkok has dropped out very quickly to be back last of all in the home straight. Coming to the 300 though, Yeah Bravo's in front by a length. Here comes Rose's Shadow down the middle of the track. Rose's Shadow join Yeah Bravo. They've beaten off Palace Rogue at the 100-metre mark. Rose's Shadow draws away, and it's going to be Rose's Shadow in the Montague Partners colours, winning at a length and a half the Yeah Bravo. Palace Rogue third, then 3 or 4 lengths behind them, Key to the World, and trailing them home last in is a night in Bangkok. Number 3, Rose's Shadow, is the winner, ridden by Alan Kennedy. Coming from the tail of the field. 4 off the lead at the 600 mark, and swooped past them. Down by the 200 post, getting the better of Yeah Bravo. Palace Rogue, he just wobbled a bit coming into the corner underneath Pike. And this is one in a canter, Rose's Shadow. The patronised 3-year-old, trained by Sharon Miller, ridden by Alan Kennedy at $6.250. Number 1 second, Yeah Bravo, Steve Parnham by Al Maher to pay $1.40. There won't be a third dividend for 2 Palace Rogue, William Pike. 3-1-2-5, a length and a quarter, half a length in 1:37.16. They came out running behind Yeah Bravo in the early part. 35.68 is the back end 600 sectional there. Rose's Shadow, $5 in fixed odds markets. Yeah Bravo, $3. The 250 favourite, Palace Rogue. So it's its second win in 6 runs, raced by Sharon Miller. Ross Fitzgerald, Glenn and Liesl Montague carries their colours, of course, to victory. Mrs. Kay Gibbons, Brett Nazari and Gary Dickey as well. It's a great story here. The birthday gift horse, Rose's Shadow, for Gary Dickey, trained by Sharon Miller and A. Kennedy there in the saddle. Number 1, Yeah Bravo second. Didn't quite repeat the performance of 12 months ago. By Al Maher from Bravo Zulu for Nev Carolyn Parnham. Also Darren Thomas of Seymour Bloodstock. Also Mark and Mike Pilkington, P. Sheridan, B. Clark, Paul Cook, trained by Neville Parnham, and third placing going to Palace Rogue, who's by Dick Turpin from Palace Alice, Darren McAuliffe, William Pike for Impressive Racing and Partners. Next event of the day, the Tab Touch Handicap over 1,600 for 3-year-olds with the 6 to run, and no changes there. Gareth Hall is with us. He's down there in the trenches this afternoon, the winner's enclosure. And a very happy Gary Dickey down there too. He's got a story to tell. Let's get down there to Gareth and find out more about Rose's Shadow after its second career win.
I love Gary Dickey. Who doesn't love Dickey's trees? We're about to catch up with Sharon Miller here, who's done a really good job with this horse. I remember having a chat to you, Sharon, at Bunbury when it won impressively at a big price, and the owners were just telling me how they got on at $60 that day. But since then, it's behind some smart youngsters like a This Away that'll be hard to beat today, and also Talon We're Coming, who was competitive against our better 3-year-old. So you've always had time for this galloper.
I think as he matures, he'll turn into a pretty nice horse, and he should get 2,000 metres a bit later on. And ridden quiet today, he got to the line much better. He's been when he does draw a barrier, we've jumped him and had him right on the pace, and he gets a bit fired up, and he was getting to the lead too easy and getting run over. So ridden quiet today, much better horse.
And today when you rocked up at the races, I guess this was the perfect scenario for him. Small field, riding quiet, and he never looked like, but you must have been really confident in the run because Kennedy travelled easily up to those leaders at the circle there.
Yeah, that's what he sort of tricks everyone because he does travel so well and gives a good kick, but at least he put it all together today.
Job well done.
Thank you.
There's Sharon Miller, and Brittany Taylor's about to catch up with the man that they call Killer, Alan Kennedy.
I am catching up with Alan, and that was a really nice win, just nice and cold early, and that seems to be the trick here.
Yeah, he just seemed to over-race last start, and a couple times he's hit the front early and got a bit lost, so look for the soft option early and hit the line late.
The way he settles in running, are you confident that he'll get out to a trip, out to 2,000 metres, say?
The way he settled today, yes, but he's not always that way.
And in the next, you ride upwards others. You've had a fair bit to do with this horse. What are your expectations there?
I think it's a good race for him. He should be pretty hard to beat.
Well, best of luck. Hopefully it can be a double earlier in the program.
Thank you.
Yeah, great performance there by Killer Kennedy and the team there with Rose's Shadow to take out the first race. Yeah, Bravo was brave. Palace Rogue back in third. And the Roughie, Key to the World, was back in fourth. We'll be back before the second race here, Brittany. And it's a beautiful day. Let's go and play some two up.
Let's do it. Heads and tails.
Your shout.